Hey guys, just coming back for another update. Yeah, it's been a rough few days. I know I originally talked about doing these every single day, but sometimes it's just not possible with all we got going on. So I think last one I left off, she had just started getting nauseous. And yeah, she had those where she was getting nauseous for a few days. And then she wasn't able to eat anything, keep things down. She had her last dose of chemo yesterday, and yesterday she was still very nauseous. But what we did, we were able to bring Zachary up to see her, and we were also able to bring Hunter up. He finally was better. So Zachary didn't stay very long because her Aunt Kyleigh and her granddad also came up to see her for a little bit, and then they took Zachary back with them because they went out of town. You notice I'm like breaking out nerves and stuff, but it'll all go away. It's just temporary. But with Kyleigh, like I said yesterday, doing terrible, but today's a day of rest. Pastor JP called us and said a prayer for us over the phone, and they changed some different medications because the first half of the day she just couldn't eat anything, still nauseous and everything. But all of a sudden we switched one of her medications here at dinner time, and she wanted a popsicle, so she had a popsicle. Then she wanted another popsicle, so she had another popsicle. Then she wanted a Reese's Take 5 little individual, so we gave her that. And then she wanted some Cheetos. She ate about half a little bag of Cheetos, and she's able to keep it all down. So she's still dizzy, doesn't want to walk around and things, which that could be all the medications that they're giving her. Everything. Look at God up here. God shining His light, all His glory. Look how beautiful that is. Anyway, I'm just saying I'm getting distracted by God up here. God's all around, but just His beautiful creation. I mean, that's just glorious, wonderful pictures. Anyway, back to Kyleigh. She's like I said, she's just dizzy, and I'm sorry if I'm scatterbrained because it's just spending all days at several days at the hospital. I can do that to a person, but I want to make sure we're updating you guys on everything. But tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is transplant day. She's going to get her bone marrow transplant tomorrow morning about 11:30, just before lunch. So with that, at this point she should have no immune system pretty much at all, and this is the 3-week, it'll mark the start of the 3-week period where, like I said, she'll have no immune system, and it'll take about 3 weeks before stem cells can start to grow. We can make sure that the transplant was a success. And then we'll have the whole battle after that to make sure she still doesn't get sick, to make sure her body doesn't start rejecting, all the fun stuff. But God is great. God is good. God has just been so amazing to us throughout this whole ordeal. Kylie's spirits are still high. Even though she feels worse, she knew what she was going to expect. She knows that what she's got to go through. She's still staying strong. She's an amazing girl. I mean, I can't say enough how blessed we are to have Kyleigh as our daughter, and the example she sets for us of how strong a Christian should be in our moments of weakness. I mean, sometimes we feel weak and wonder why. We look at her, and she's just as good as can be and as positive as can be, and we're like, that's how we need to be. And like, I was telling somebody yesterday that we don't understand sometimes why we have to go through what we go through. And we go through these things sometimes because God is preparing us for other things. Maybe my time with Katie in the hospital 19 years ago is preparing me for the time with Kyleigh in the hospital now. I don't know. But I'm saying, and sometimes going through these things, it's easy to get distracted and get downhearted and everything, and think God has given up on you and all that, which is never the case. God does not give up on us. God is always there for us. And I was telling somebody today is that it's easy to fall apart going through it, but you got to keep your focus on God, because once you're through it, you will look back on it and realize God's hands was everywhere during that time. And I've already felt him. I'm not taking my eyes off of him. God is amazing. God is great. God is good. I want to thank all of you guys for your prayers, your support. I said send up prayers for tomorrow and her transplant, and I'll try to update you guys more the next time I get to have time. So thanks, guys.